Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another electronic board repair video. This time working on a 2008 Ford F-150 Lightning instrument cluster. This is actually local here. I think the customer is from Manassas, Virginia. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. This is the face of the instrument cluster. So you can see in there what it says Harley Davidson. It looked like somebody else tried to attempt a repair. The reason I say that is because I see a lot of solder and really bad solder attempts. So I have a picture. Let me open the pictures in here so we can go first in there. I will try to zoom. I always try to take a quality picture or as good as I can. It's going to be a little hard for you guys to see, but I try to point. You can see that right there. This one right here. There is a lot of areas that is a little hard to catch on a picture, but I definitely see that. I think some of the connectors, yeah, you can see right here on these ones. It looked like somebody attempted to do something in here, which I'm not sure why. But yeah, so yeah, somebody tried to attempt. Not so bad. One of the needles is definitely damaged. It's still holding in there, but it's definitely damaged from whoever took this apart. And I always try to record this. One of these small ones is this is like two pieces. You have to be very careful when you're removing these ones because you have to use a special tool to remove. If you use it by hand, you can rip that apart, and one is halfway already ripped. Nothing I can do with that. All right, so let me go over to the next picture. I don't know why it's not opening the next one. This is, I always take a picture of the needle's position before I remove so I can put everything back. And also to see how the look of the actual face is. This is when you remove the needles and you remove the face of the instrument cluster. That's how it looks. Then this is with that white cover removed, and that's the other side. So it's still, sorry, this is still the same side, and that's the other side of the board. I take multiple pictures, try to get as close as I can to, uh, save those for my files. All right, so I also have open here information for connections. This is a very basic connection, let's say. This is a color wire diagram. Everything is correctly done from Identifix. So we have two connectors. One is a 32 pin and the other one is an 18 pin. As you see, I put my own numbers in here so I can see which one is one and so on because it's really this one is marked on the top of the connector here. It shows you which one is 1, 9, 10, and 18, but the other one is not. So we can see here on connector with the 32 pins, we got the CAN bus communication, we had a ground for the bulbs, and then a power. All the ones that say B power are ignition, and the one that says B power, B bat is battery. So on the other connector, the one with only 18 pins, we have constant battery power, two ignitions, and then a logic ground, which is for the entire board, right? So how I know the position of the pins on the 32, okay, what you're looking at in here is the actual connector, and it's the face that goes inside the connector. So like you're facing, that's the face, not even the back of the connector will be like, if I'm putting my, like this, the tip of my fingers. So you understand how I'm talking about in there. And that's how I figured it out. Luckily for me, at least they show this indent in here and those two up in the top, and that is in here. So we have that indent in there and then the two in the top, and I got the other one is marked. So that's how I figured it out. So the customer concern is intermittent uh, LCD, let's say, or I don't know how you even call that, but let's call it LCD, right? So I'm going to power it up and we can see that is indeed happening. Hopefully the camera is picking it up well, and now it's steady. It's powering it up since nothing is connecting. That is normal. We will have just the dashes like that because I don't have the PCM connected, but that is what I'm trying to correct. So again, I'm going to turn it off, power back on one time. See right now it's solid, but now it's doing it. You see I did it one time and then it stopped. So let me turn the ignition off, ignition back on. You see the glitch right there. For the rest, they have no concerns. He showed me a video of this glitch happening And then when it's connected to the car, obviously you got the mileage and the current miles or readings, right? He sent me that, and I'm going to upload that picture over to the folder. As we go in the video, I will probably put them in there. But yes, I can definitely reproduce the concern in here. We can see that glitch right now happening. Very, very good. One thing that I've noticed right now too is that it goes away as soon as the alarm goes off. You see what I mean? It's like I'm going to get quiet. Hopefully you can hear that beep, beep. When that comes on, it goes very solid. But before that, it's not. See the glitch right there? Glitch, glitch. And then as soon as that beep goes, well, it happened again. So it's kind of like a consumption, like a loose connection, and that's how they describe that. So things you can do when you're here is try to move connectors, right? Because that's to stress the actual board. Seems like it's not related. Maybe it is. As you can see there, trying to just do that on one side. We can see that I'm not sure if it's my wire is moving. So I'm going to check the wires, like shake it, like wiggle it. No, no difference. But when I do that, finally came on. You see that? So we do have definitely a problem in the board. Okay, you see that? Okay, I'm trying to reproduce that because we lost it, you see? So if I just wiggle it here, I was able to get that. So I'm going to resolder the most common areas on the board. Let me turn this off so we don't create more issues. Resolder the complete areas on the board, the connectors, and retest, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I finished the repairs on the cluster. As you can see, I have it actually, testing it for a while. One thing also that I want to show in the video, I got a new tool here. This is a nice multimeter. This is a Fluke, as you can see. This is the Fluke 289. This is the king of the hill when you're talking about instrument cluster. Multimeters. I am very happy. Full, the response, the recordings. I even bought. They have. This has a infrared port on the top where you can connect. It's like a Bluetooth device that you can then use the Fluke Connect, which I really going to use a lot because I want to take this to diagnose and everything on the shop. Because the nice thing about this and having that Fluke Connect is that you can connect the multimeter on the car. Let's say you are parasitic grow or whatever you're doing, and then just walk away, do another work, and then just open your phone and start a recording. What is nice about that recording, it's not just it's not a video, right? What it's recording is like the trend, the data, and it will create a graph, so you can revisit by a specific time and date and see where the glitch happens, and then you can see, okay, well, I start here, and then 10 minutes later, 20 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, because this meter it can be connected up to, I think it's 15 days on those batteries. I think it uses like a double A batteries, which is, unbelievable. And I'm very happy. As you see, it has a bigger screen, very nice light. Um, Things that I like about this one is the response is super fast, and you can just press the button, turn off here. You don't have to like scroll all the time, which is going to wear the wheel on this. I mean, they're meant like a tank. Flukes are amazing. I have this one and I like a lot because as you see in other videos, this one you can remove the upper part and I can bring that to where I am. And this I can kind of like Axel what I was saying because you can connect this to the car and you can take this with you and observe, but it's not recording. This has a data log so you can record. All right, going back to the repair. All right, so as you see, I took some pictures for my records and everything that will stay on the customer's folder. I also have now the mileage 92,788, which is great. and then I'm going to show you what he was sending me. So this is him driving on the, his vehicle, and then the problem occurring, which is exactly what we saw. At first, I thought that couldn't see the miles because it's not connected to the PCM, but it does give it to you. And this has to be acting normally like this, not just that. So I'm going to turn them off. All right, just wait a little bit, turn it back on. We got first the mileage, and then that, and now I can, flicker whatever I want to do here. Remember what I was doing? Nothing is causing. I can flex the board without, overreaching. I soldered pretty much the entire board. I mean, it was a lot of cracked solders. Some of the resistors were about to fall. So yeah, it is very common on this. On this, I mean, it's a 2008, so almost 20 years. So yes, most of these components are have receiving, all the vibrations from the car and the roads and everything. So not uncommon. All right. So my next thing to do is put the needles, reset them, and retest with everything connected, right? So I'm going to be pausing the video and coming back with the cluster all put together and the needles to make sure that we can do the sweep and everything. This is a CAN bus communication, so I will have the top down connected and then we can do the needle test, right? All right, guys, I'm doing now the just double checking, make sure that completely the gauges are set to, to specs. On this one, we can set up the gauge of the tachometer to a specific RPM, so 1400, and that is right in the money. All right, so I'm going to exit this one. I think the coolant temperature sensor, all it does is it does a sweep. So let me just see. Right there, signal. Let me see what that one is. I'm just looking at temperature gauge. Let me see. All right, we can see the temperature gauge move to down, so -2 degrees. Oh, we can actually set it up in temperature as well. Let's see if this is even working. Temperature gauge. Oh, yeah, it is. I was looking at this one. No, it's here. So I'm in 248 degrees. We can see that now it's going down. So perfect. So we can even check for temperature. Let me just see what else we can see. Fuel indicator percentage. All right, let's do that. Let's do, that's a weird percentage. I don't know why is that. 39.37%. Yeah, that's so good, right? So let me get it close to 50%. Uh, I went past. So yep, that's 49.21. And we can see the needle right in the middle. So those are very important because we know that we are indeed there. Let me see the speedometer. All right, the speedometer is now, that is just because it's going into diagnostics mode. Again, 0.06 miles per hour. That is such a weird thing. But at least we can somehow get it close to like, what we're looking for. So let me see if we get like 48 miles, 50 miles. You see 48.6, and we can see that we're almost in 50. That means the calibrations it is, and you can see diagnostic state. So that is all indeed working good. All right, so this cluster is calibrated properly, and you can do this yourself. If you, I mean, I would recommend truly that, and I'm not really showing this for everyone else to do the repair. But if you try to do so, yes, you can communicate with the scanner with CAN bus and CAN high. You don't need to put any decay boxes. This is just connected through my automotive universal test platform onto, I just use this because I like to decode the CAN bus, and then I know when I'm having a problem in the car which module is the instrument cluster and so on. But that's um, information for another video. But for this one, this is just to see, make sure the CAN bus and CAN high are there, and I can, if I have no communication with one of the modules that I'm working on, I can check this in here, and that's what I have that in here. I bought this in Amazon, really inexpensive, and so far I'm very happy. No problems at all. It actually comes with a few. Let me just show you this connections. This comes, no, this is actually from Picoscope. It comes with this ones, which I mean, for the price, I'm very surprised. You can supply with different terminals, powers or grounds or so. I mean, thank you so much. and that's the name of the tool. Auto tool is just a decade box for OBD connector, and it has, like I said, so this will do just connect to the terminal in here. Now I can connect my scanner on the side, and I can have all the OBD port pins in here. And also, you can supply power through here because it comes with like a DC transformer. I actually don't use that because it's the same as I have here, and I can use my really good power supplies, but I don't need it to supply power for anything. But I have tried, and I have used it for, let's say, if I want to see like a fuel pump relay, I can connect it in here. So it's another easy place to connect, and I don't have to run another wire for it or something like that. Okay, so this is Ahmed here in Manassas or Virginia. Your instrument cluster is ready. He already approved the repairs before even coming, so he's going to be happy, and now his car and his truck is going to be back together and working good. All right, guys, I hope that you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.